So day one happened. Breakfast came, and I think I do want to talk about this. The food experience, I think, was one of my favorite things. One, I think it's because it gives you somewhat of a time frame. It's something that you look forward.
So a marker. Yeah. Oh, and you would look forward to.
Of course, because there's nothing else that you look forward to in all day.
Wow. The simplicity of that, you get to look forward to that. Wow.
And think about it, it's the nutrients that you're first putting in your body in a day.
Oh, right.
And I was able to be extremely present with it. It's very cute the way the system that they have. They will knock on the door twice, and that's it. They don't. And then they have a little hook outside the door where they hang a little basket with your meal inside, and your meal comes in like Tupperware, so you don't spill. Even the drinks have like lids.
Lids. Okay, that's good. They thought of everything. Yeah.
I brought my mate in there to try to do this in the dark. I'll tell you about that. Yeah. I'm glad they brought everything else in cups and spill free. So you open that, and you only have your sense of smell, and your sense of touch, and obviously the taste to figure out what you're eating.
Wow.
So for me, was a very sacred moment just to be able to sit, and I would not use silverware. I made the choice to do it with my hands to truly feel what's happening, the textures, and that connection. And then, there's no taboo. Nobody's watching me. Nobody's going to judge me.
Yes.
I'm just going to do it. So I did, and I think it became one of my favorite moments in the day. One, for you look forward to that moment. And two, because it became a ritual to be present with my food. And literally, as it comes in, your full attention is going to that thing that is putting energy in your body so you can survive that darkness. So it was a very intimate, and the delicious food that lady makes, it was just... Well, maybe it wasn't, but in there, man.
There it was. The best meal you've had.
There was the best breakfast I've ever had in my life.
I'm struck by this whole experience. We could call it just a big journey, right? This is a big journey, but there's these journeys within the journey. Meaning, like every meal, it was its own journey.
For sure.
From beginning to end, and the sensations that... And as a human... we have a lot of energy to give things, right? Mm-hmm. If we give it, if we give it the energy, and so you still had that much energy, but it wasn't going to other things. It was allowed to be focused on that meal.
Yes,
I can imagine how intense that would actually be.
The first day I had tears eating my breakfast.
Wow.
The first day.
Wow.
Like, imagine how quickly your body learns back appreciation. 24 hours. Or not even, 12 hours.
Wow.
And I was crying just like, oh my God, this is so good. Like appreciation.
Just gratitude, the taste, all of it.
Everything.
Wow.
Everything. Wow. So then that happens, and then I kind of had a little plan, Like I was like, okay, I'm going to wake up. I'm going to wait until I eat. Then I'm going to do a little workout, like I'm going to do some push-ups and do some yoga, and then I'm going to play my instruments, and the day's going to be beautiful.
This is hilarious.
This is
you
awesome.
planned your day.
Oh, I planned it. Obviously, it never went out that way.
Yes, I'm sure.
And I found very quickly in the journey that I think that first day, the main thing I think I did was sleep. I do feel that after the first 24 hours, your body enters, your nervous system enters this state where you feel safe because you have people caring for you, that you're in a place where you're safe. You have somebody feeding you. You have water there in the room available. You have a bathroom. You have water. You're safe. You don't need to worry about work. You don't need to worry about feeding yourself. You don't need to worry about driving. Like, you're just there.
Yes.
So I think your body enters in this like literally your rest and digest parasympathetic stage.
Yes.
And so I think the first day I slept a lot, and it was just the bed was like filled with pillows, and blankets everywhere, and like back home I sleep with one pillow, and it's like, you know. So this was just so nice. You are able to control the temperature in the room too. So you have a fan, you have a heater, and you know. And I remember just really laying in bed a lot and just enjoying like the break. And I think this is when I don't know if I'm dreaming, sleeping,
okay,
hallucinating, or meditating is happening, because I would do a lot of those things simultaneously, maybe, but I wasn't sure which was what.
So because they could overlap in experience, and they became to just, they could be eating one at any time.
Yes.
They became one.
Yes.
Wow.
It's so funny how quickly I noticed that time meant nothing for me in there. It meant absolutely nothing in there.
That's powerful.
It was so crazy to realize how attached we are to time. How attached we are to time.
So the spectrum that I go in with this is the spectrum to me is when you don't, letting go of time can cause panic, or it can be freedom. Like, was it a spectrum for you? Was it immediate freedom? Like, what was there a journey in how you were going to deal with non-time?
Yeah.
You know, tell us about that.
So I think day one was fairly easy, I would say, just because I did sleep or I rested a lot. So I feel like that day for me is kind of almost like a blur day, because I felt like I was in and out of dreams. Like I wasn't too much in my head, but I was just kind of gauging the experience that was happening and just enjoying the first shower, your first meal, your first time that you change.
A lot of firsts.
And you don't know if you're matching, if you're not matching, if you look good, if you like, you just don't. So I think it was that first day was so nice just to come into that resting energy. Second day I think was challenging, but you know I had my instrument, so I had my plans of like do workout, and so I think that made it almost like in my brain like, oh, this is not too bad. You know, after that incident with the darkness and the dream and all that, once I changed that, I was like, this is actually not too bad. Like, okay. So in that check-in, second day, the Viv tells me, you know, hey, I heard that you were playing music for quite some time, which again, I don't know what that means. For me, it felt like I was like hours.
Quite some time,
yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
Yes.
For me, it felt like I was there forever. Like I was like, I've been playing for like 3 hours, but I don't know. It may have been more, or it may have been 5 minutes.
Wow.
So, and she kind of hinted in a way or pushed the limits to say, hey, you know, what would it require for you to surrender to this experience and, you know, like remove all external stimulation and just sit with boredom, sit with everything. And it kind of, I was like, holy cow. And this was the beginning of the journey why I didn't want to bring in my instruments in a way. Like, I didn't want it to be a distraction.
You were already thinking about this. Yeah.
So when she said it, I was like, you know, maybe she's right. Maybe I am using this as a gateway to escape what I'm living here, which is not why I came here.
Sure.
So I was like, third day, gonna give it a shot. Okay, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna work out. Well, I did stretch because that felt good in my body. But so I was like, I'm not gonna work out. I'm just gonna be and meditate and whatever. And so I did, and I think it got, you know, past breakfast and sometime maybe midday, and I was noticing myself very frustrated, like in a bad mood, and just like, you know, not really enjoying things, and obviously those what do you call it, like the rabbit thoughts, or what is that?
Like where you get
like
caught in a cycle, like
yeah.
a loop think. Yeah.
And I can't even tell you what it was about, so it most definitely wasn't anything important, but it was just there. Then I was like, oh my God, you know, and time just seemed to not, I was like, where's dinner? Like, I'm just ready for it. This is my thought. I was like, I'm just ready for this day to be over. And I kind of thought about this for a second, and I thought, I'm ready. Like, this is my day 3. I think I'm ready. Like, I'm going to ask them today and check in. Like, I'm going to tell them, like,
oh, wow.
I'm done. Like, I'm done. I want to come out today.
Yeah.
Like, I've experienced it. This
you
is
did
a really
3
cool
days.
experience.
Yep.
I did 3 days. I think I'm good. Like, I'm done it. So I sat with that, and then dinner came, and well, I had some food in my stomach, which I think that had that had a little.
It like extends, gives you a little
lifetime.
energy, life to go. Yeah.
And I thought about it, and I didn't say I want to get out. So I just decided to remain that night. And some of the things that kind of came to me were this. A friend of mine told me, whatever you do in there, just be gentle to yourself.
Oh.
This is something that she told me before going in, and this sentence came back to my head, like just loud and clear.
That's beautiful.
And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be. Yes, and I started to think like surrender, like what this person had told me, like when are you gonna surrender? And I was like, you surrendered 8 days ago when you made a conscious decision to come here. Like that was number one surrender.
Yes.
You surrender to playing music for others in the dark because you don't see where your instruments are. Yeah, I had to learn that on the spot. Like the first session, I had to learn that. So that's surrendering.
Yes.
Being here with my thought. So I started to kind of take away the density of that word of like, when are you going to surrender? And take away from what I felt in that conversation, felt almost like you're not trying to, and I started to think, I do breath work I teach other people that when they're in a stressful situation or an uncomfortable situation, just breathe through it. Why am I not going to do it for myself?
Amazing.
I play music for others in high frequency instruments so that they can feel relaxed and they can come at peace and they can feel aligned with whatever is happening. Why in the world am I not going to do that to myself?
Why? Yeah.
That is being super careful for me.
Yes.
So I made a conscious decision to say, I'm going to play my instruments when I choose to.
Yes.
I'm going to work out when I feel like it.
Yeah.
If it's 8 times a day, I'm going to work out 8 times a day.
Yeah.
I'm going to do breath work and meditate as much as my body needs it.
Amazing.
And my soul, because it's not just your body in there.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's also giving your head a break, and I know that breath work does that. It gives your head a break.
Oh.
So then, I think that moment, the experience completely did a 180 turn. And from that point on, and I'm not lying to you.
Something shifted.
Something shifted. Everything I would do, I would enjoy. Every part of my day was joyful. Joyful. I would lay in bed after maybe meditating or hallucinating or sleeping, whichever, and I would lay in the bed and I would feel this smile, like physically, I was happy.
But you were embodying happy.
Joy. Like I really laid in bed many moments and I thought, what is reality? Like, what is reality?
Yeah.
Because the things that we see out there, you see this and it's conditioned, it's preconditioned.
Yes.
You know that that's a cactus because it looks like a cactus because you're seeing it and somebody told you somewhere along the line that's a cactus.
Yes.
But in there, nobody tells you what to see. You see what you want to see. You create, your imagination there is 100% all the time. You are able to close your eyes and say, I want to see this beautiful beach with this smell, and it comes to you.
Wow. There's nobody telling you what to see, what to feel, what to hear, nobody's there. This is your experience.
And what most people think, it's nothingness or whatever, it's between you and I.
Yeah.
And in there, this is all you see.
Yes.
But it's not. It's everythingness. Everything in there is alive. There's no condition. Even the sounds, I would say, I want to listen to this song. It will come. And then I'm listening to that song.
What?
It's limitless. I think that's the word. in being in the dark, what taught me was this is limitless. I used to feel bad for the blind people. I really did. Like, it was one of my things. Like, I was like, if I ever go blind, I think I will kill myself. Like, I don't want, dude, I do not feel bad for blind people at all.
Wow.
They live, Steve. Wow. They live. They live by whatever they want to live. It's amazing.
This meeting of this new meeting of reality.
Exactly.
Like, it's hard for us outsiders to really grasp that, but you had a new meeting with reality.
100%. You know, in the bathroom, let's say I knew that going into the bathroom, there's a sink, and I knew because I did this before the retreat, there was a huge mirror, and just being there, opening the water, washing your hands, looking up, and knowing that you're there.
Yes.
But you cannot see that reflection. But you, this is
you
you.
know.
But you're not constricted into a body. You were. That was crazy for me. That's what made me question, what is reality?
Yes.
Is it the things that we see out there, or is it what I'm seeing right now?
Amazing.
The meditations were so deep, without any distractions, without, like, I got astral traveling to where I would consciously put an intention, like, I'm gonna rest really quick, or meditate, or whatever's in between. And I would put an intention. I want to find out, where I'm coming from. And then just allow the subconscious, because you are not hearing a person tell you, you open the door, and then, it's not a meditation guided. You're not listening to an audio or to a podcast. You're not reading a book. You're telling your subconscious, tell me what's past this life, what was before this life, where's my spirit been?
What?
And you will get the answer from your subconscious, or from whatever field is out there. I don't even know. I can't even say where, but
this idea of limitless. Mm-hmm. It's challenging. It's challenging my idea of what that means. Like, this is so stretching. Of what limitless means, that you encountered this.
Yes, I think that was one of the best things.
And so this played a part in that elated second half. That second half was just joy, elation, new reality.
Exactly. It's just, I understood, and I have heard about this, there's a guy, Jacobo Greenberg, and was a scientist that merged kind of like shamanism and like all this. And he found a way to prove that there is an energetic field that we don't see. So for the first time, I was able to truly experience that magnetic, and how quickly, when they say everything that you want is out there, you just have to manifest and go and grab it. Like, I always thought, what is this? Come on, man. Like, it's there. You just have to tune into whatever frequency that is. But it's there.
Wow.
You just gotta make sure that you're tuning and listen. Give yourself some time to truly listen.
So powerful.
So then I started to really trust my intuition instead of what people were telling me to do. And that was a beautiful thing, coming from the surrendering with, you should do this, you should take your instruments, and coming back to my own power and to my own, listening to my own intuition and saying, no, that may have worked for many people, and claps to them, man. Like, this is not working for me. And I don't need to suffer it. I didn't come in here to be wanting to leave. I wanted to come in here to learn and to be comfortable with this.
I imagine with all the body work and breath work and plant medicine work that you've done, you've learned to really trust yourself.
Yes,
but this was a new trusting. Like, this took trust of yourself to another level.
It's all you got in there. Yourself.
You're all you've got.
That's all you got.
Like, I tend to think, like, when you're alone and if you're always in good company, that's a beautiful thing.
Yep.
Like, so this this was like a further meeting of who you are.
Yes.
And how to trust yourself.
I
And
think-
so you trusted yourself, and that was a gift. That became a gift.
Exactly. I think that really is
Ugh.
a big lesson. Just knowing, like,
Ugh.
man, you already know what's good for you. You don't need to. It's so good that nowadays we have so much information. It's
Everything wants to tell us what we think.
what you should do.
Everything what to do. Yeah,
Time
But-
already.
all of it everything. But this,
No,
you didn't have that.
you don't.
You
are truly the whole owner of your reality. That's it. You are the only owner of your reality. And I will say, the second thing that I will tell you that it really hit me in there, because my mom was very present in a lot of this. I kind of had a little moment with her through distance about appreciation. Like, it just touches you in ways. So I had a family, relationships. Of course, all that comes around. Like, I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, everything was, like so perfect all the time. Of course, things come. Of course, I would think about the past. Of course, I would think about the future. Of course, all this. But that is part of the dance. It's part of going somewhere and realizing, okay, this is happening, but I'm gonna come back here where I feel comfortable dancing.
Yeah.
And we can do some other moves, but let's just come back. But what I did realize is that for the experience to be as beautiful as it was for me, one thing was very, very important, which was feeling safe. I felt safe. I knew that I was going to get my food. I knew that I was going to have water. I knew that I had water. I could shower. I knew that somebody was caring for me. And that allowed me to truly say, okay, I'm off. I'm only going to worry about what's happening right here.
Yeah.
All the rest, I've got it solved.
Yeah.
So I think that really taught me, like, the importance of having your support system, your person, or many people, or whatever that case may be, that give you this sense of community of, hey, if you need, like, we got you.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think that was beautiful to understand.
It seems fundamental. Yeah.
I think even solitude and darkness, as long as you have human interaction, because you do once a day, as long as you have human interaction and you're in a safe space,
Yes.
I think we can go through any uncomfortable situation.
Like, we're capable.
We are so capable.
Wow.
So capable. So then, that was kind of the endish of, and of course, dreams kept happening in and out.
The dreams sustained through the whole period.
So vividly.
Wow.
Dreams, visualizations. I remember doing a couple of meditations where, man, it was so vivid. Like, I could even smell. There was one where I was in a cave and I could smell the moisture of, like,
What?
crazy, man. Unbelievable. So, go ahead.
Well, so when I guess, what was it like when you knew you were, like, approaching the end? What did that shift feel like?
Yeah, so day 5, I won't forget this day. Last check. So the day went pretty well. Everything. Last check-in. I did find that playing music in the dark did open up another another level of hearing. First, like, I could my ears were so like I could string a chord and I was like, oh, that note's off. And even figuring out how to tune it, like, how do you tune it without your phone?
Yeah.
All these things that I didn't think
Yes.
about. And I was like, oh, shoot. So I had to trust my ear, and I never done that before.
Wow.
So even little things like this, they're so meaningful in there. I think it's just everything in there. It starts like this, but when you really look at it, and then it's like, it's this huge thing.
I love what you just said about how tuning an instrument, that you would rely on another instrument to tell you when it was right. Right?
Right.
And we have things all around us all the time that confirm we're doing it right or tell us that we're doing it wrong. Like, Everything is giving us information, but the only thing you had there was your own hearing, your own self.
Yes.
You had to rely on only you. That is so beautiful.
And that's how our ancestors used to do it. They relied on what they felt to do. Like they didn't have a book telling them or ChatGPT telling them.
I'm struck so much about how just the invitation to trust ourselves. I keep hearing this and I keep feeling it of like we can trust ourselves.
The intuition that we have, our intuition is the most powerful. I truly believe this today. Is the most powerful. We can heal ourselves. We can do anything if we just trusted ourselves. Because what works for you, it may not work for the other person. It's not. We're different humans. We have different body cells. How in the world do we think that if this color works for you, it's gonna work for you? It's not. It's impossible. We're different, but same, but different.
Wow. This is incredible.
So 5th day was special because I remember in check-in, after dinner, she's like, "Okay, well tomorrow's your emerging day," and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like I could almost cry. Like I was like, but in the back of my head, I was like, I don't know if I want to go out there.
No, that was a real thought.
That was a real thought.
You were so at home with yourself in these moments. You questioned if you actually wanted to.
I've never been this peaceful in my life.
This is so wild.
Never been this peaceful in my life. I'd never. And I am a pretty, I have a pretty decent life. I live on the beach and
you felt some peace.
I've been around.
You're not new to peace.
Yeah. And this, man, it was just that I was like. Of course, I was excited. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I was like, okay, I'm excited to.
But you weren't running away.
No.
From this, not at all.
I was excited about
yeah.
the reaching point of the cherry on top of the cake, like going back to the world. Like, of course, this idea got me excited.
Yeah.
But really, inside of me, I don't know if I was really wanting to get out of it. Like, I can see how this guy could be in there for 100 years now. I mean, 100 days.
That's incredible.
I could see it happening.
Wow.
So, for the immersion, they say, they take you, before you go in there, they take you to different spots in the property where you can emerge. So, one is like a very high kind of mountain.
Because your mask is on.
Right.
And then they take you where you want to be.
So there's several spots. There's a pond.
Yes.
There's kind of like a
cool.
cave-looking thing, and you can come out to fire. There's people that have done that.
Yeah.
Come out to fire, and they do it typically before sunrise, so it's dark still.
Oh.
And then you kind of start to see the sun.
Oh.
So you're rising with the sun. I know. Just thinking about it makes me have chills.
Me too.
So they take you there. So you decide. So what I did was I told them, I don't want to know where you take me. Like, I don't want to know. So I was like, because I knew the property, so I said, just kind of walk me to different places.
But you invited the element of surprise of where you were going to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want to know, like have a preconceived thought of like, this is what I'm going to be seeing. Yeah. So I was like, just take me. So this morning, obviously that night, I did not sleep at all. At all. Like, it was like I felt like a kid when Santa Claus was coming and he was like,
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, I knew I wasn't going to sleep. So I kept waking up and like falling back to sleep. And then, oh my God, the emerging, what am I going to do? What am I going to feel? Okay, sleep. And then it was like again, and I was like, oh, come on. So she said, I'm going to knock at the door and I'll give you 15 minutes to get ready and then we'll go together. So I was already up. Like I was like this in the bed
you're at
with
the door.
my jacket and everything. Like I was like
a schoolboy.
Come on, let's go. And I was like, so finally the knock came. That was the longest morning in the world. I think that was the longest morning. So finally the knock came and I was like, okay, I'm ready. And she's like, wait, you're ready? I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. She's like, oh,
I've been ready for 5 days, sister.
I was like, I've been ready for the last 12 hours. hours.
What took you so long? It's dark in here.
For sure, yeah. Where's the light?
Oh my goodness.